My vision and hope for the future that more and more people understand that and stop wasting their time, their life, their energy, seeking the wrong things or putting their attention and their efforts and their energy in directions that are not serving them. Just understanding that you're more powerful than you know, that anything you want or can imagine in your life, you can make it happen, right? But there's just certain things that you need to learn and that you may need to work on and transform. That's it. You know, there's no quick fix, there's no quick solution, you know. My life didn't become that great overnight, you know, as I was saying. I started with nothing. There was a time my only home was a squat, right, literally. But I never thought I was gonna stay there. No. And this is it, we have to dream big and not just talk about it. This is it. We have to act, you know. Intentions without actions are pointless, you know. I worked hard for this to happen, you know. But it was okay because I knew why I was doing it. And this is it. Once we know, it doesn't matter. Even cleaning toilets, when you know why you're doing it, it's just a stepping stone and it's okay. But I think especially for like younger people and stuff, you know, don't get fooled with a bling, with a this, with a that. You need to have a strategy, you need to have a plan, and you have to understand it's gonna come from you, right? Nobody's gonna give you anything or do anything for you. So the quicker you understand that and the quicker you get on with it, right? The better it will be, and the happier and the more wonderful your life would be. We don't have to struggle, we don't have to be victims, you know. We can be survivor. You know, this is it. The way how do we set our minds? You know, we have to do it in a way that works for us. If you know about mental illness, you know, the mind can literally take you down and, you know, into that's a kind of self-constructed prison that it becomes very, very hard to come out of, right? And there are things that we need to do. We need to make peace with our past. We need to learn to forgive. We need to stop blaming everybody else and look at, okay, how did I invite that in some ways? Or what's my part in this, you know? Yeah, we need to take responsibility for our choices, for our lives, for what we want. Yes, and there's many degrees to that, of course, but this is why I'm saying what we're sharing with you when you come here, and this whole journey through the chakra and that work of resetting yourself is what gives you the understanding to do that, gives you the tools to do that, and helps you, yes, step it all up. Because nobody else is going to do it. We can't wait on our government to come and save us. We can see, I think it's beautiful actually this time, because you can see clearly that, you can't rely on no system, really. You have to rely on your own self, so that you have energy, right? This is to serve you. It's interesting that everything in the world pretty much comes with an instruction booklet, right? Telling you how to use that, whatever it is. But we come with nothing, basically, you know. There's nobody teaches you how to eat healthy, you know, diet, what we put in our body is like, you know, like a car, it's a fuel, so important, right? How to get ourselves to function at our best, optimum living, that's what we want. Peace, joy, you know, joy as our natural way of being, you know, love and kindness, and that's my hope for the future. And I feel, you know, as much as there's a lot of bad things happening, there's a lot of people waking up and saying no to the current state of the world and wanting to change things. And, you know, it's those people that need to get the best tool to go out there and, yeah, let's transform this world, you know? And we can do it. I truly believe we can. Yes, 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 we can. We can, but we have to believe we can, and we have to be willing to do it. I think there's so much complacency and what's the word? People just so much pretense, I think, you know, pretending everything is okay when inside they're not thinking it's okay. And, you know, there's so much fear out there, you know. We do live in a fear culture. The whole system, you know, it's a lot of negativity. So we need to learn to transform that. And I think people, you know, everyone inside them have some dreams or wants to feel better, literally. And I think this is it. We all need to get on with that, you know, as a priority. Because the moment that is happening, everything else just falls into place. So this is what you have to start with you. We have to invest in making ourselves feel better, whatever that means. You know, if that means you're not happy in your job, right? But you're just keeping it because you feel you have to, you believe you would not be able to cope without it, and you have to take care of your children and all those things, or even if you don't have any children, you just felt you couldn't do it. This is because you're not trusting enough in your own self, in your own ability, in your own gift. Maybe you don't even know what they are. That's the thing. And you know, you're probably feeling really tired already from, you know, being stressed, from thinking negatively. This is what tires us the most, you know, emotional tiredness. It just drains out, suck out your energy. So of course you don't even have time to be creative or to get any ideas or to even notice opportunities that may come to you. So things will get better when we all take care of ourselves, when we tend to ourselves, you know. When we stop thinking other people or something is going to bail us out, you know, this is it. We have to take responsibility. We have to learn what we need to learn to feel stronger, to feel better. That's been my whole journey. When I said to you, I left home at 17, I didn't know nothing, literally. I thought I did because, you know, when you're that age, you think, you know, I probably thought I was a big woman, but I didn't know a thing. And that was it. I was naive, you know, and I had to learn. And because I was on my own and I couldn't afford to collapse, basically, or to just, you know, I don't know, for me that was never an option, you know. I guess I was a fast learner. This is why everything that's ever happened to me, every person I've ever met, I've learned from that. I've observed, and that's what helped me to understand more. And then, you know, of course, I read a lot of books. I studied. I did this wonderful Kundalini yoga teacher training that taught me loads about being a human and healing ourselves and making ourselves strong and focused and living from the heart. And yeah, this is it. But we need to invest in ourselves. I mean, I know that's the best investment I ever made. And this is why I'm able to live my life now, you know, where it's nice, it's good, it's empowered, it's clear, it's on my terms, living as I've always dreamed to live, probably even better than a dream. So, and that we can all do. That's the thing, you know. We all have been gifted with something, and you know, this is another thing when we come, or you know, there was a way we could connect, but I was blessed to learn about numbers, and numbers as in our date of birth, and that's just been such a blessing, you know, in helping me understand myself better, in helping me accept myself, in liking, loving myself. And this is why I share with people, because I think it's just so important, you know, giving us the insight and maybe the confirmation of things we've always felt deep down, but, you know, needed permission. You know, we needed to give ourselves permission to give birth to them. You know, we are creative beings. We are more powerful than we can imagine, and that's the truth, and that's the reality. And that's also what we've never been told, because the system doesn't want us to be that powerful, because in a way then we don't need what they're giving us, what they're offering us, right? And we have to learn to become self-reliant and make ourselves strong so we can help others and share, you know, what's worked for us, and in a real way, in a loving way. So I totally believe things can get better, and this is our opportunity to step up to things, you know. We have to drop excuses and limits and all the stuff and just do what we know is going to work for us, you know. I love the word, you know, self-discipline. I didn't at first, but, you know, I know a lot of people have a resistance with that word, but this is what we need. We need to, you know, self-initiation, self-discipline, because nobody is going to do it for you. Or if they tell you they will, that comes at a cost and other consequences on their own. So this is why, you know, we have to learn to give ourselves what we need in order to step up our life. And it doesn't matter where we are, who we are. What matters is how we think and how we feel, right? And nowadays we have access to all kinds of things, you know. It's what do you do with your time? You know, again, I'm going back to social media because that's what's consuming most of people's life, you know, but you can watch some stuff that probably not going to change your life, or maybe even add fear to your life, you know, on YouTube, on Facebook or whatever, or you can watch something that's just going to, give you that moment. You know, that's just going to teach you something, that's going to transform your understanding. And, you know, when I talk about stepping up and evolution, it's just that. Evolution happens through new information. You know, we need to learn new things in order to be able to do things differently. And this is it. Our education shouldn't stop after school. Actually, to be fair, to be honest, I think what we actually taught in school doesn't serve us much, right? The real learning happens afterwards, and I mean, can happen anytime nowadays, because a lot of things that were kept secrets for a lot of years are coming to the surface, right? And if you know what you're looking for, and that's the things, what you're searching, you will find some free resources, loads of stuff out there. So there are no excuse, you know? And it's really a time where we need to get that entrepreneurship, you know, regardless you're man, woman, you know, just learning that we can, you know, we can pretty much do our work from anywhere, right? We have the technology for it. Let's use the technology to serve us, not enslave us. Again, same with our mind. Let's use our mind, you know, tend to your mind, befriend your mind so that it serves you in making whatever you can imagine come to reality, instead of letting the mind enslave you. And this is it's a matter of focus again, a matter of concentration and what we give priority to, you know. And I would say this is what we do here. We start our day with our practice, right? We start our day to get ourselves ready for whatever the day is going to bring, right? We get our energy strong, and, you know, we move our body, we exercise, we just make ourselves strong, able to handle whatever is going to come, because we never know. But we can know that we've aligned ourselves to handle whatever comes. And that's what makes a difference, you know. It's not what happens, it's how we respond to what happens. But if your energy, you're not connected to you, to your strengths, to your inner greatness, right? The real strength is inside you. It's not like a big muscle and all this kind of stuff we see out there, you know. The real strength is like your nervous system. It's your mind. It's all of this. So, yeah. Once we all understand that's the way to do it, gosh, this world we can create and make so beautiful for sure, you know. We'll be able to trust each other. We'll be able to work together. We'll be able to really be there for one another, but not in a, you know, take way. So yeah, it will be really beautiful. And, you know, if not just yet, let's create that for our children, right? Let's do that for our children, or at least show them the way to do it, give them the tools to do it. That's what we ought to do, yeah.